Abby here, Purple Cottage Crafts, and welcome back to another craft organization video here on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be organizing my 3 Raskog carts. Now, this one here holds all of the, well, not all, but the different dies and the thinlits and, you know, the thicker dies like the Sizzix dies, and the 3D embossing folders and my cutting pads and that kind of stuff are on this cart here. This actually goes back up in the trailer. I just kind of shoved that stuff there. So that's what's on this cart here. So on the move here, I did have my Vagabond machine on the very top, but I've taken it off and put it on the floor. A couple of reasons. One, it's easier to access, and two, it won't roll underneath my table. This is up almost as high as it'll go. And you know, so that's how that is going to work. And this cart, as I mentioned, is not going to change because that is solely the purpose of that one. I'm trying to get these rolled back in here. There we go. And then my Vagabond's over here on the floor, which I'll show you guys later. So this is my newest one, and I've just been kind of throwing stuff in here, but I need to stop doing that and get myself fully organized. So back home, the top tier was full of all of my different adhesives and, you know, glues like Beacon 301, that kind of thing. And in the middle shelf, I had like you know, some of my excess stuff, like my extra rolls of score tape, extra bottles of different glues, glue dots, that kind of thing. And in the bottom, I had, what did I have in the bottom? I can't remember. It's not important because it's changed. So this one I want to change up because I have some of my mixed media stuff here, and I put all of my glues and different things in the middle one, and down here is more mixed media stuff, but it's just too crammed. So I have more to put on the top, and it's already full, which is why some of these bottles are tipped over, because I need them to, you know, go underneath here. So that's what this one is going to be used for as well. I think because I have enough mixed media stuff to fill 2 tiers. So what I think I'll do is maybe make one whole cart just mixed media stuff. You know, like my different watercolors, my jelly plates, my different inks, you know, paints, sprays, all that kind of stuff. Because I'm pretty sure I can fill this one up with just that. And then this one here I'll keep with my glues and stuff. And I don't think it'll take more than 2 trays or 2 tiers to do that. So I'll have the bottom one available for whatever I decide to put on the bottom. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get the camera a little bit closer and give you guys a break from seeing me and start organizing these, because that's what I want to do today. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay, so this is about the best I can do for now, showing you guys. So I apologize you can't see the bottom part, but when I get to that point, I'll put the camera down on something lower than the stool it's on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, get this stuff cleared out first. All right, so let me get this one cleared off, and then I just have some random stuff in here. Now, I don't know if I'm actually going to be using this or not. I'll show it to you guys here in just a second. This is from Crafter's Companion. Oh no, that's not true. I got this from some quilt shop online. And what this screws onto your workspace, and then you can put your beverage in here, and then you have a little trash to put whatever you want. These are great to use if you don't have a large space to have like a trash can or whatever, or maybe your work table isn't big enough to put a beverage or whatever you want to put in here. It doesn't have to be a beverage. And these are also great to use at scrapbook crops and things like that. So just because this pokes out kind of far, so I don't think I'll be using this in here, but I'll see. Still going to keep it. I'll just put it in the trailer, and I can use it when I go back home for craft retreats and whatnot. And then I have some small trash bags. I have purple ones, but I don't know where they are. I know. First world problems, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I think, and migrate. Gosh, do I want to put this stuff on here? Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. It doesn't matter. I would just get going. So what I have on this one, and I'll pick you up and show you guys, are some different paints and sprays that I brought with me. I didn't bring everything. And then I have about, poor Steve, I'll insert a picture too. He had told me, real quick story, that if any of my adhesives, paints, sprays, whatnot, glues, that kind of stuff, mixed media stuff got ruined because it was in the trailer and it's winter, and we're having, you know, below freezing temperatures and stuff, that he would replace that for me. So I've given him the list on Amazon, and he's in the process of getting all those things reordered for me. So I definitely gonna need more space because I have like my, you know, golden things of like different modeling pastes and glass bead gel, that kind of stuff, gesso, that kind of thing. So I'm happy that I have a third cart to utilize it for this kind of stuff. So these bottles here, I think, let me see if these will actually go underneath the table with the paint tube up. Yep, it does. It fits just great. Now, like this one here, this one's taller. This, so obviously it's not going to fit underneath. It's going to fall over like that. So this type of stuff that's taller, I'll put it down here in the middle or the bottom, and then it's going to stay put where I want it to stay. So I'm going to go ahead and start just making this one my mixed media one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the tripod back up on the chair on top of the tote and then get to organizing these carts. I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, so hopefully this angle is a bit better. So I'm going to pull this one out. It's not so important to see what I'm taking out versus what I'm going to be putting on the top. Okay, so my thinking is with the different sprays and stuff, you know, they can topple over and some of the smaller paints. So I'm thinking I might want to put on the top here. This one isn't completely square because it kind of flares out a little bit. But I'm going to see how these will work. And then once I get, you know, my replacements, mixed media things, then I'll kind of reevaluate this and see if I need to kind of change it up a bit or not. So, and then as I add to this, of course, too. So there's some distress spray there. So I'm not trying to keep, you know, Timmy stuff in one section and Tattered Angels in another and all the different brands. I don't have that luxury here like I did back home, because I had cabinets where I could do that kind of thing. So, all right, so that's all of the sprays that I have thus far, that I brought with me anyway. And here are some Liquitex inks there. So I think I'm gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna put those in there, I think. And I have some paints and stuff, but I wanna kind of keep sprays and liquid inks together. So these are all of the different alcohol inks that I own. And these are small and they're kind of tippy, so I'm gonna stick them in here for now. And eventually I may have to, as I mentioned, reevaluate this and maybe put them back in here. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing around right now to see what I like and what I don't like. So there is that. Oops. All right, put that in the corner. So I'm thinking next will be my paints. I have two more of these gray ones, I think. Let me see how they will fit. Just a sec. Oh my goodness, I am such a dork, you guys. The other gray container is actually on the bottom of this cart, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. And just kind of line my paints up like that. Or maybe I want to do these this way. I don't know. I'm sure I'm fussing too much, but that's kind of what I do. And here's another Dauber ink thing, and then this is just water, so I'm gonna stick that right there for now because that'll go underneath there. Let's see what other things I want to put on there. Some more paints, different types, but they can all be together. And I'm trying to decide. So I think what I'll do, because as I mentioned before, where'd that big white one go that I had that paint? What did I just do with it? Oh my goodness, I have missed. Oh, it's down here. So the taller tubes like this are going to have to go onto the second and the bottom shelf, as I've already mentioned. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put, I mean, I'd love to have all of the paints in one tray, but I need to utilize the top for the shorter stuff. Here's another ink. Stick that in there. And I think that's everything. Here's some Collage Distress Medium. Let's see. And I may have to, let me just for now go ahead and stack the different mediums that I have that survived the cold. Put it in there. Yeah, this is some decoupage. Okay, so for now, I think that that's what I'm gonna keep on top. However, I do have some embossing powders that I brought with me. Again, for probably the 1000th time. I didn't bring all of that stuff with me. So they're already in a little tray, so I'm gonna put those there. I like to kind of keep my perfect medium embossing pads and stuff with this. So they're in my ink thing that you guys are currently sitting on. So I'll get those a little bit later and kind of stack those right there. And let's see, I'm gonna try to put all of this stuff in the second tier here. So I'm gonna do my best to set the camera up where you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's just because of the angle and stuff. And Steve isn't here, or else I would have him be my cameraman. He's out ice fishing with Jeff, so we're having a great time. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get myself set up again with the camera, and we'll work on the second tier. Okay, I think this angle is about the best I'm gonna get. So you can see the second and the bottom tier. I'm gonna go ahead and put that parchment paper down. So now, let me grab these paints and just kind of start stacking them in here. Now I will find out over time if having them just stacked, you know, next to each other and not like in something confined like another little tote or something. When I pull this in and out, if they're all gonna topple over or something, because that'll really bug me if that happens. But you know, we'll play it by ear. I should have grabbed these out before I sat down. I can't see inside here. Put them on the ground here. Grab these out real quick. So it's going to be a combination of the tubes of paints as well as some collage medium, some matte varnish, and this matte fluid medium that I have. I think I got a couple more in here and I think I'll be done. I'm just feeling around because I can't see. Okay, I think that's it for now. Yep, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and just kind of put these in here. I mean, I'm not going to have them probably in any specific order, at least for now. Now some of these may not want to behave and stay. Sorry, my arm's in the way. I'm really thinking I may need to put these into containers because I'm really thinking that these are probably going to go ahead and just fall over when I move it around, especially when there's not when it's not full, because I am waiting for my other replacement items to get here. Where'd that one go? And put that there. Sorry guys, I keep putting my arm in the way. See, I just knocked these over. That's gonna drive me crazy if this stuff falls over. I don't like that. So I think what I'm gonna do for now is go ahead and grab a couple different totes that I have, or small, you know, little containers that I have now, and then kind of set them in there, and then eventually I may have to get more of those for this now, so I can at least get this organized. So I'll be right back. Okay, so my temporary storage solution is to take one of these totes here, or smaller totes, and these are the lids that go on them, and I have other plans for these storage containers, but for now, until we go back into town, so I can get some different size totes without lids, I'm just gonna kind of use this for now. And I am probably just for now gonna let these just topple over like that, because this is gonna drive me nuts as I take it in and out until it's full. So I'm just gonna leave it like it is, and then I'll just be putting the bottles like that for now. So, and I got a couple mediums up here. Let me grab the other one here. I'll be right back. Okay. Didn't think you guys wanted to hear me grunt and groan reaching over for that. So these for now I'm gonna put in here as well. All right, in the bottom one, I was going to put this in there, but it doesn't utilize the entire tray, and I want to utilize every inch of this as I possibly can. Okay, so let's get this one turned around this way. All right, keep these from rolling around too much. There we go. So the bottom one here, let me start pulling some of this stuff out. Now, where did those inks go that I had? Oh, here they are. I put these in a bag just so they wouldn't leak on me. I did a video of doing some mark making with these inks that are kind of used for calligraphy, like Chinese calligraphy and stuff. So I'll link that below. So these are not necessary to have. You in my video, I think I just put it on a paper plate or a paper bowl or something. But these are really cool too. So you can put your, you know, some of your ink in here and work out of this. And if you have a little bit left in there, you can either pour it back into the bottle if you take the screw cap off, or you can leave it in there and that'll keep it protected. So I got one for black and for white. These are just some packaging papers. I use those for like drop papers and stuff. And then I also did a video a while back on the patty paper squares that I got from Dollar Tree, and this I ordered from Amazon, so I'll link that video below as well. I use that for different things. Let me grab this basket here. Oh, these are the brushes that I bought to go with those inks, just because they were recommended. So, all right, so in this basket, I have, this one's from Dollar Tree from a long time ago. I have shoved in my my thing of brushes here. This is one of my water jars. And then I have my apron that I thrifted. It's from a restaurant, and I use it when I'm painting and stuff. And I bought this, I don't know, probably 3 years ago or something. So there's that. And then I have some of my brayers in here. And then these are those little brushes from Timmy in there. What else do I have? And then a random glove and a random loose clothespin, paintbrush. I don't know what's the matter with me. Words today are difficult. So I like the way that this kind of fits because I had the same setup in this tray here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one out. And this is the other gray tote I was looking for. So I'm definitely going to pick up some more of these. I like that size. This I will use just because I have it, and I will use it in another tray or another card if I need to, but I'm going to keep it because it does hold a lot of stuff. So in this one here, I have some of my watercolors, and then I haven't even opened these yet. I'm so bad. I bought these probably a year or so ago. Different Karan Dosh, I think is how you say her name, or the company's name. I don't know. So I have those down here, and then some watercolor paper, just little postcard things. And then I have all of my watercolor brushes and my water pens and stuff. So what I want to do with these is, let me grab, oh, here are some different mixed media pencils and pens and that kind of thing. And then these are some blending stumps. And I have another pack up there that I'll have to get later. Let's see, what's in here? Oh, these are some charcoals, sticks, pens, whatever, or pencils that I got from Hobby Lobby. I think I used those in that mark making video too. And then I have a pack of my disposable gloves. Oops, sorry guys, that was loud. This is just some plaster of Paris I'm going to be using on a project that I bought a long time ago. I always get the supplies for these things and I never get around to actually using them. And I'm going to try and correct that. So here's one of my jelly plates that fits perfectly just in the back here. Kind of prop it up. It'll stand up better once I get things in here. Here's one of my cutting mat, or Timmy's craft mats, whatever you want to call it. And then this is some of Angie's charcoal that she made. Look how cute she has that wrapped. So cute. So I'm happy to have those as well. So what I have in this bag are my different wax seal stamps there. And then some of the different wax sticks and the like, and then a spoon, and then I have this one from Seven Gypsies. So I want to kind of keep. All right, so that one's emptied out in the bottom, and all that's left on this one are the adhesives in the middle. And this is just a Dollar Tree towel rag thing I picked up. All right, so let me see how much you can see down here. So these brushes, there are a lot of them. So I think what I'm going to do is probably put them into one of my tins that I have up there. I will see if it'll fit, if with the brushes in it, or I may have these just out on my table too. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to put those off to the side for now. These I'm going to stick up here, these inks, and put those there. My watercolor brushes, I mentioned in one of my trailer organization videos, I showed you guys this vintage watercolor tin, and it had some a palette in it, but I took it out and then I wiped this out as best as I can. I love the stain. I think it's just part of it. I was thinking I could put my watercolor brushes in here possibly, and I know you guys can't see, so I'll hold it up here in a moment and show you. I'm pretty sure these water brushes are not going to fit just because they are rounder, and then the brushes, meaning circumference of them. So we'll see if those will work. And there's the regular ones. And I never use these for anything but watercoloring, so I don't have to have these like marked for watercoloring, because that's what I use them for, as I just said like 20 times. Sorry. So these are the ones I have thus far, and I think they'll fit. Yep, lid closes just fine. Let's try the water ones. I doubt they're gonna fit, but we'll try, because the barrel on some of these are pretty thick. We'll see. Oh, I am surprised they work. So let me try. This one has the biggest barrel, so we'll see if the lid will close with this one on there. And it does. I am so happy. Love this. So I'm happy that those are in there. So that is good. Let's see. These longer brushes that I was using with that ink, I will put, I'm trying to decide if I want them up here. I don't think so though. Let's put those down here for now. And let's see how I want to organize down here. So let's go ahead and put the brayers back in. I have a couple more that I didn't bring with me. I'm really wishing that I would have brought more of those types of supplies, but that's okay. So maybe I'll put the brayers in here and have that larger space for some of the other things that I have. This over here. Sorry if my arm keeps crossing in front, you guys. I'm trying to remember to go this way, but it's not easy for me to remember to do that. All right, so, and then what I want to put in here, it's a little bit larger, like the plaster of Paris can actually just sit like that. And my gloves, those can kind of just get shoved in right here. The loose one in there. And I'll probably put the water thing there. These are, again, are just some different mixed media pins and Stabilos and things like that. Oh, that's a fridge, the ice maker. Sorry if you heard that. I'll probably just keep these in here for now until I can find another way to store these. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those there. I think, oh no, I need to put those, maybe I'll put those here because I forgot about my watercolors and stuff. So the brushes, I probably can put that on the side like this, and that'll keep that closed a little bit, hopefully. And here are some watercolor palettes here. I wonder if I could just put those here in the front. And then, because I don't have, I didn't bring all of them with me, so there is that. Just the ones I thought I would use the most, which are just those two. I feel like I have another smaller palette, but I don't know where it's at. So anyway, there is that. I might need to move these because that's going to bug me, as well as this mat. So kind of just playing around to see what I like and what I don't like. So there's that. And I'll probably put the craft mat in the back, which is where I had it originally. Just kind of keep it tipped up a little bit so you guys can't see, but not have it down all the way, kind of having one end poke up, so I remember that it's there because I might forget. Here are the charcoal sticks that Angie made. Let me get the air out of the bag. Let's see, how do I want to put this stuff in here? I'm going to go ahead and move these papers to my adhesive cart because that's mostly what I use these for. I also use them to put small little bits of paint or whatever I'm using. So they can sit over there for now. The gloves I'll deal with in a moment. Then here's that watercolor paper. I'm going to stick it in the back, or I guess I'll stick it right there. This is where it's going to go. Let's see. Then I have my apron. Maybe roll that up a little bit. My drop papers. I do kind of want to keep it in the same cart. We'll kind of do this with it. Hopefully my face isn't in the frame there. Let's see. For now, I'm going to go ahead and just keep these brushes in the bag. And then I'll put these smaller brushes. Let's see. So I want to be able to see the stuff that I have. For now, I'll put these here. And then I want to put my wax stamp stuff on my adhesive card. I mean, it's not adhesive, but I think I may, just to keep more space for the other mediums that I have that are coming. So I'll go ahead and put the Angie's charcoal there, and then the charcoal set that I bought here. I think that's going to, I'll just put that there for now. Like that. And then the nubs, I'll just stick those in there for now, along with this random paintbrush. And then these smaller ones from Timmy and whatnot, I'll put those there. Here are the larger ones. They can just kind of stick up like, oops, I want them to go this way. Stick up like that. And then the plaster can go there. And then my gloves, I'll just kind of shove back here in the back side. And there's a random paintbrush, I almost said toothbrush. And I think that is all that I have for this cart for now. Yeah, so this is what my mixed media cart is going to look like for the moment. And the beauty of it being on wheels is I can roll it around. And once it's not on the rug, I can roll it around and kind of get stuff from the back side too. So again, this is going to change. This is just temporary for now because I'm going to need the entire space to hold all of the different mediums and stuff that Steve is replacing for me. So for now, and I want this to go this way, I'm going to go ahead and push this one back in, and then we'll work on the adhesive cart as much as I can for today, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this baby over here. Oh, forgot to stick my apron down there. And I think that's all I had to go on that cart. Yes. So push this one over here so I can have you guys see this one better. What I'm going to do now is to go ahead and move these up to the top so they're easily accessible. Some of my bottles won't fit because they're too tall, so they'll remain down here. And for now, I just have my patty paper underneath there. And I'm not going to be putting the parchment paper because I'm not going to have anything that could possibly spill down here. These are in baskets. I do actually have one in here just in case the glue leaks or something. And I know you guys couldn't see that, so I'm going to go and put that right there for now. And in the bottom, I'm going to stick my wax sleeve stuff. And this is a little burner that you can use too. Put that there. Oh, there's a random hair tie, so that goes up there. So what I was thinking as I was kind of sitting here, I may put the charcoal sticks that Angie made in here so I can actually see them. I'll take them out of this bag and just kind of put them in this container like that. I can throw this away, and that way I can see these better and then kind of seal it down in there. So there is that. And then I'll go back onto the mixed media cart in there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and raise you guys back up, and you can watch me move this stuff to the top and hear me kind of ramble and talk to myself as I organize my adhesive cart. So I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab out some of this loose stuff. This is a really cool metal, oops guys, can't even see it. This is a really cool metal, like a bread pan. I got that from Dollar Tree too. I think I bought most of that kind of stuff when we were still in Florida. We had like 3 Dollar Trees in the general area where we lived, and I have never seen so much purple storage stuff from Dollar Tree as I did there. So let me grab some of this stuff out here in the back. So a lot of this stuff is going to be already in little containers, which I like that. Sorry, my head's probably in the way there. What do I have in here? Oh, those are some of the Sugar Bell extra caps to top off the bottle and stuff. All right, and what's this? That'll go there for the moment. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that out. I think those have to stay. Let me see if this will go underneath my table here. Let me just do a little, let's do a little testy test and see. And no, it will not. So that does need to stay down here in this one. I have, what is on this? What is this? Oh, this is the way they package it. This is some fiber remover. So I'm anxious to play with that once I get everything set up and organized. So what I want to do, let's see here. Because I had these taller bottles on the very top, because in my last craft room they didn't, it was just out in the room. All right, so I'm going to go through this here, and some of the smaller stuff that'll fit up here like this, I think. Will that fit? Let's test that one too. Yep, it will. So the bottles that will fit underneath the table being on the top tier, I do want to move those up, and the taller ones I'll keep down there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this kind of stuff sorted and organized, and I'll be back once I have something more to show you guys. I'll be right back. All right, so I have my 3 Raskog carts organized and ready to use. And as I mentioned, my mixed media cart here will be changing as far as like the storage in the middle tier, and then adding the different items that Steve was replacing for me. And then my adhesive cart there, I'll roll that one out so you guys can take a peek at what I did. I had to wait for my video camera to charge, so I went ahead and just kind of organized that pretty quickly. And then the third one over there, that has all of my different dies and plates and all that kind of stuff that I already mentioned to you. So let me go ahead and roll out the middle one here, and we'll take a peek at how I organized it so far. Okay, so for the top, I put my different adhesives that would slide underneath the table, and then I have my along the back side here are my different score tapes. This is my most favorite paper tape ever. And then I ended up using 3 of these containers that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'll show you how I did this here. I got to take some alcohol and get that sticker off. It's just driving me nuts. And I just set this on top of the lid so it would stay together. And then in the first one, I just have my larger thing of E6000. The middle section of this one, I have like my Gorilla Glue. And the last one is full of the smaller tubes of E6000. And in this one here, I just have a couple of these little bottles full of some different types of adhesive in there. And my 2 larger glue sticks. These are this brand is my most favorite glue stick ever. So I have my larger ones there. And then I have some smaller ones. I thought when I was buying more on Amazon, I was buying more of this size, and I wasn't paying attention, and I got a bunch of these smaller ones, which is fine. They're going to be just as usable as the larger ones. And in the last plastic tray, I have one of my things with alcohol in it, and then I have some like a double-sided tape here, like clear tape. And then I have just a few of my tape refills right here. I do keep my small tape dispenser on my table, so because I do use that quite often. And in the basket, on the other side of the liquid stuff, I have, let me turn it so you guys can see a little bit better. Now I have more rolls of different types of tapes, but they're not in here right now. I think they're in the trailer. So I just have this one roll right now that I got this from the hardware store. I'm trying to see what it says. Intertape Polymer Group. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is the kind of tape that has the lines in it, and I love using this stuff. See what I mean? Can you guys see that? The little lines inside there. So I have that roll, and then once I get my other rolls of masking tape, then this will move down to the bottom and I'll have room for all these rolls up top. So, and then what I have in this one, this is pretty distorted because it's been in my glue cart for a long time, so it's kind of misshapen. I just have my glue dots and then my caps for the Sugar Bell bottles, and then a thing of toothpicks because sometimes, you know, the adhesives can clog up on you. So there is that. And then as I get more adhesives and, you know, liquid glues and stuff, I will move these things kind of down a little bit farther too. So that's how it looks for now. I do wish I could have my beacons on top, but it's more important for me to be able to roll these underneath my table to kind of make the best use of the space that I have. And it's not going to kill me to bend down here and grab those. I mean, when I'm actively working on a project, to be honest, I will just have it out up on my table anyway. So what I'll do now is go ahead and lower the camera so I can show you guys what I have in the second and the bottom tray here. So give me just a minute. Okay, I think you guys can see that okay. So in here, this is just from almost a Dollar Tree again, from Walmart. You can buy these in like a pack of 3 different sizes, like a larger one, then a more, you know, longer, narrow one, and then this square here. So my different glues and whatnot that are too tall for here fit perfectly inside there. And as my glue collection grows, you know, I'll just change up the storage tote that it's in. And here I have just some adhesive dots. I used to have a ton more of this kind of stuff when I was still doing a lot of cards and card making and scrapbooking. And then I just have a variety of different Velcro things in there. Turn it this way. Go back there for a moment. And then the smaller one, I have my empty bottles that I can use to put different, you know, glues and whatnot in there. Plus I have my different fine line tips there. So I bought like 3 or 4 of these when Dollar Tree first came out with these a few years ago, at least in my local Dollar Tree area. Purple, hello, so happy about that. So this is kind of like from the old school doctor's office. Maybe they still have them, I don't know, where they would have like alcohol in it, and you take the cotton ball and you would squish it down and get some liquid onto the cotton ball or whatever you want to put in it. So I have one up here. Not sure if I mentioned it to you guys or not, but I have alcohol in that one, and I have another one floating around somewhere which I'll put on my mixed media cart, and that's my extra one there. Then I have my large bottle of rubbing alcohol. Pretty sure I got this from Dollar Tree or Walmart. I can't remember exactly. Just back there. And I have a couple of these little spray bottles that are empty right now that I'll probably use for like coffee and tea because they're small and I can kind of use it up a little bit quicker. And down the bottom for now, I have my wax melt or my wax seal stuff, my purple rag, and then my 2 things of the patty paper, wax paper squares. So that is my adhesive cart for now. And as I kind of change it up and maybe use different totes or organize a little bit differently, I will share that with you guys. But for now, this is how it's going to be. So I am very, very happy to have these carts organized, and they fit underneath here just great. And I mostly craft now standing. I don't know why I've done that, but I started doing that ever since I got this work table that I have. But if I do want to sit down, I can lower my table and then I can just roll, you know, 1 or 2 of these carts out of the way so I can have room for my legs and stuff to fit. So it is very, very manageable, and I'm just thrilled with this storage space. I just love it, and these Raskog carts fit perfectly, and I have just enough room to put my Vagabond, which is down over there. So I couldn't have asked for a better storage solution. So very, very happy about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too super boring on this one. Steve is on his way home from ice fishing, so this is probably going to be the last video I can film today. I think I've done 3, and since I've been talking so much, my facial pain is like, Abby, stop. So it's probably a good idea for me to quit talking. I'm sure you guys are like, please stop. So I will see you guys in my next craft organizational video. Hopefully it'll be working on the cart that's right here, and then kind of organizing some stuff in that purple tower behind me, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys next time. Oh, before I forget, I will have my playlist for my craft organizational videos that I'm doing thus far, and that way you guys can see my earlier videos if you haven't watched those yet. So all right, see you next time. Bye.